I stay with that big Glock, I put him in Ziploc. He put him on TikTok, what happened to hip-hop? The dope-ass MC, the DJ Big Crates. I first heard Double Dutch bust on them little eights. Mr. Magic playing, turn it down, it's too late. Chuck D and Cool J, the era was so great. Put enough flashback of this dope-ass rap. Right now, my foot is on these little niggas' back. I click-clack the iron. Whoever out there dying, spin back, shoot whoever out there crying. Forgive me, Lord, the drug dealers ain't teach me nothing. I had to learn, I seen niggas get killed for frontin'. Now I'm outside your Airbnb from the era when they were scared to rhyme at D&D. Y'all niggas better stop. Y'all know about D-Block. Funny ass dances, nigga, all we had was the WAP. Maybe Running Man, but I was tired for that. Crack rocks, nigga, black tops and ratchet. Oh, that's my little homie sister, she can catch it. Head crack, what's in your bank, I'ma match it. Yeah. Don't let these niggas throw you off like you supposed to die for them or go up north. Never. When a nigga that you following is extra soft, take his gun and smack him if he fucking cold. I stay with the F-in, I teach you a lesson. It's not my fault, I'm greater than you less than. Too much hate is why you missing your blessings. Like my chances with any contestants. Lower your tone now, cause we all grown now. That bid you did don't mean nothing, you home now. That just mean you can catch two in your dome now. Bang!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. We back at it again.
Back at it again. Yeah.
As always, we like to welcome y'all to another episode of the New York Sports Conglomerate. I am the one and only Fraz Taz in the building. Thank you so much. Y'all far too kind.
That's what it is.
And of course, as always, the guy who makes this happen, live in and live out. Shout out to my guy, Mayhem Marlin. As always, much appreciate you, my guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what we kicking off with? The Jets?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the New York Football Jets and this last game they just had against the Patriots.
Terrible.
Very terrible. Low scoring game. Especially to lose the way you did on a punt return for a touchdown with like no time left on the clock to come back down the field. It was just like you had one job, tackle the guy with the ball, and you couldn't do that. One job.
Oh man, like
that's right, Michael Allen. I know that's you, Michael Allen. Ski. Shout out to you in the building. I know that's you because you're a Patriots fan. Shout out to you, my guy. They definitely did. So Marlon, I heard that the Jets only had like 2 yards of offense in the second half. I heard it was absolutely horrendous. How do you only have 2 yards and a half? 2 yards in the second half. Like,
bro, I don't. I mean, man, it's so bad, you know, when you have a team that has your number to the point where you can't even beat them, like at such a.
They didn't beat them either game this year.
It was just a sloppy game, bro. Like it's. Like you still couldn't beat them. That's crazy.
I mean, you had a chance for overtime before the punt. Why wouldn't you directional punt that? You know what I mean? I'm directional punting that to the other side of the field, to the right, not to the left. Well, you know they already set up for that. Like,
it's
14 straight years. 14 straight years they've had the Jets number. Yep.
It's hard being a Jets fan in this day and age, man. I feel sorry for them, man. It's the frustration must be through the roof. I mean, man, our loss was bad, but I mean, it was like you and I, you know, we talked about this and you know, the Lions is not a team to sleep on. You know, they can compete. You know, and they done that very well. So this loss was pretty much, you know, they've earned that. You know, they earned win compared to the Jets.
Definitely.
They bombed. They flat out bombed. I mean, we bombed, but damn, bro, like it's embarrassing.
It
It's
is.
really embarrassing. But yeah, you know, it's tough. You know, but that was the Jets game. There's not much to say about the Jets.
Really not.
They
It was
low
just a
scoring game. You had a chance to take it, and instead you punt. They got
and
the
they
ball and
and
scored a
he
touch.
scored on the punt return. Like, man,
It's it. Yeah, I think the Jets is gonna want to just sweep this under the rug for for all eternity.
yeah.
um, but to the Giants, man. Yeah, like I said, it was a tough game. Tough game. We lost a few guys. A couple guys. Wandale, he's out for the season.
Torn
You,
ACL, another unfortunate loss.
yeah, that's a huge
What was I
shell to
gonna
take.
say? Adoree Jackson and
Yep,
our other cornerback
yep, yep.
were both
I
injured
mean,
in the game against the Lions.
I
They
mean,
stopped Saquon Barkley from running the ball.
yeah,
Even though Danny Jones did have success, I think they kind of strayed away from the Danny Jones plays in the third quarter because they was trying to get back in the game.
right.
You know, it's like I've said before, we gonna end up getting into games like this one where we were too far behind at the half and they just kept scoring. Like everybody's like, "Oh, Detroit's a bummy team. That should be an easy win." But I'm like, wait a minute. If you look at some of the point totals they've had in their games, they've scored over 30 points, no problem. They even have 45 points in one game
That's a
or a
fact.
couple of games, as a matter of fact. So I was already telling y'all in my previous live, like, yo, they're nothing to sleep on. I ain't sleeping on them. They shut
Yeah,
our run game down. Our passing game didn't do enough. So, and Danny Jones, for the first time in a while, turned the ball over a couple of times.
yeah,
We had 3 turnovers on the day. 2 of them were Danny Jones interceptions. The other one was the fumble.
yeah. We had that our guy Hodgins. He fumbled the ball, and they played us well. That was a well played game by them, and we just didn't follow through. So I'm actually not mad about this win. A lot of Giants fans, they're bitter right now. They're already trying to throw Danny Jones under the bus, and it's not happening. It's just not happening. You have to accept this loss because the Lions are a threat. They are a legitimate threat. It's not like they're a bum team. Yeah, they started off bad, but they were they got on a little streak
I'm
and
gonna
they're
tell you like
continuing the streak.
I'm gonna tell you like this. The middle of the field was our enemy against these guys because they have a number
Yeah,
of cross route plays that were just killing us in the middle of the field. That's why they were able to just rip off chunks of yardage with Amon Ross St. Brown
yeah,
and who's the other guy? Number 11. I forgot his
yeah.
name. He was
I
killing us
don't,
a
I
bit
don't
too.
know. I don't pay attention to the Lions people personnel. You
You
know,
know,
I'm a bit biased because I just know my guys and that's it. Our NY guys, but yeah, I mean they were killing us. Those cross plays, like you said, they was just destroying us. We couldn't
not
get we
only that,
couldn't get our game going. We couldn't get we just couldn't get anything. They had their man, the man coverage was on point. You know, Barkley couldn't do nothing at all.
but their running
So
back had 3 touchdowns on us.
you know,
Killed us in the red zone. They killed us in the red zone this game.
yeah,
No lie
that's a
about it. They deserved to win that game hands down on all
that's a fact.
areas.
That's
They deserved it. So
that's a
that was a
fact.
good win for them. But we're still 7-3. We're not out of the playoff picture yet. So
Nope.
let's not
No.
get out of whack here. We're still we dropped down to 6th seed now because Cowboys overtook us. So
Mhm.
we're still in the playoff picture. So let's not trip out right away, Giants fans, because I see a number of y'all's already ready to just tell the team to tank just because of this one loss. And it's like, why? Why should we tank when we still have a chance to make the playoffs?
I mean, it's crazy. It really is, and we have this big game coming up for Thanksgiving. We have the Cowboys, so I mean Cowgirls. So
This is a must-win coming up. We have to win this game.
have
If
to.
we don't win this game, we're not gonna be. We may not end up looking at higher than the 6th seed because of the tiebreaker against the Cowboys. So we have to win this game against the Cowboys in order to give us a shot at getting the highest seed in the playoff hunt. Because if we don't, we'll just be sitting in 6th. Even if we keep winning now, we'll still be sitting behind them because of not beating them this year. So
Yeah.
this game is critical. We have to win this game or find a way to win this game. But it's a lot of injuries we have right now. So
There's a lot of injuries.
injuries are just
almost
mounting.
giving me last season vibes, but I believe in the coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in the balls, and I just that didn't sound right. But anyway, yeah. I mean, I think we're gonna have to just we pull through. Slayton. We still have Slayton. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? We have Slayton.
True.
You know.
Bellinger should be coming back soon. Maybe this week, maybe next week, maybe the week after. I'm not sure.
So, I just hope. I just hope. I don't want to hear from my wife we got to win that game. We got to win that game, man. We just do. But that's what it is, man. That's what it is. That's the Giants for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculation about Obi meeting with the Giants. I'm not opposed to it, but it's like, I mean, the guy's coming off an ACL tear, so he may be ready to go, but there's a lot of negotiations to be had to get him on the team.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of stuff like he's gonna be meeting with the team after Thanksgiving and blah blah blah. Like, nah, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
If that happens, that will be a major plus for us.
Yeah.
Having him back is going to be great. And him working with this system that we have him. I think him and DJ is like I spoke to BJ earlier, and it's just like I told him. I said him and DJ I think will be a perfect match.
Mm-hmm.
The chemistry with these guys. I think the chemistry is just going to be great with these guys. Compared to him versus Dak, because there's also rumors that he's going to the Cowboys, and I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
Yeah, it's just a lot of speculation right now. So
it's too much speculation. But I'm very confident that he would choose the Giants over the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. So we'll just have to see how it happens. Until then,
yeah,
so that's the Giants for you. Now on to the Knicks.
Oh yeah, this past game was a tough loss against Phoenix. Derrick Rose injury was another thing that's going to be talked about. I want to say that they kind of slacked back off again on the 3-point defense on the perimeter. Yeah. It started to look better against Utah and Denver, but the last 2 games it hasn't looked. It's just gone back to pretty much the problems we've been having before. Honestly, I think Tibbs' time is coming to an end in the New York Knicks. He's just, I don't know, it's just, to me, certain things he's just not making the right adjustments at certain times in the game that even give us a chance. It's like,
I agree. Not, it's like I keep forgetting this kid's name, man. Number 17. He could shoot lights out, man.
Oh, Speed?
Yeah.
Speed, yeah, you talking about the European kid they drafted.
Bro, that European kid, man, he could shoot.
Yeah.
He could shoot, man. When we need offense the most, he doesn't put him in the game, and it's heartbreaking to me. he could have definitely used that in the Warriors game. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and it's just Tibbs, man. That I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know. Maybe he's getting older, and I just believe that old man stubbornness. Like he's just too stubborn to try something different.
Yeah.
Or play with things to see what works and what won't work. Different lineups. He's not doing that. You have RJ bombing, just completely bombing. He's like he's been terrible these past games, bro. And it's
Yes,
like
I agree
it's like
totally.
why is this guy playing? Why is he playing?
And you
Like
continue
why
to put
don't
him in a game where he's struggling, and it's
yeah,
like, aren't you going to take him out at some point and put
exactly.
somebody else in to see what could work?
Exactly. And
And
it's
it kills us, bro, because those are the stretches of the game where the other team is just outplaying us, outscoring us, and it's like you keep leaving RJ in the game when he's struggling. You got to take him out at some point and say, "Listen, RJ, you got to sit
like
down. You're struggling a little bit right now."
like the man he doesn't even look he doesn't even look like himself. It's like he's really sick, and you
Yeah.
can see it. You know what I'm saying? So let the man rest. Let the man rest. When he comes back feeling better, then play him. But
Hmm.
come on, bro. Don't play him when he's looking terrible. Like you don't want this man to pass out on the court like that. He looks dehydrated, bro. He looks
Yeah.
like he's dying. He looks off. So I just think Tibbs at this point is just like, no, we there's got to be another voice. Has to be, because this what he's doing is really unacceptable,
Hmm.
especially with the amount of talent you have on the team, and not only the talent, the options. There's so many options you have.
Yeah.
I seen a little McDeuce Bride, McBride sighting the last game yesterday, and it was refreshing to see him a little bit. But we need to see more of that. We
You
need
may
to.
you you may end up seeing more of that because of the simple fact of the injury to Derrick Rose. Depending on the timetable, Tibbs
Yeah,
may not have a choice, but ending up having to play Deuce in some of these games if Derrick
yes,
Rose can't go.
yeah, and that Deuce is a great player to have, you know, on your squad, because he can play defense, he can shoot the ball. He's just what you need. And Tibbs is. I'm hoping Tibbs realize, look, I need to have this guy. I need to use this guy more often when we're in tight games where we need that defense, when we need that scoring. Look at Grimes. He was providing great defense. You know, so I mean, just play the kids, man. Play the damn
Mhm.
kids. That's what I'm saying. Don't wait till the game is out of hand and then you want to put them in.
Like
You
tonight
know,
now against OKC, that's going to be another example of him having to play the kids because you're going to see a little bit more Deuce McBride tonight, I believe, because I don't know if Derrick Rose is going to be able to go. I didn't
I
see
don't.
anything on
Yeah,
the injury report yet, but I know he had an injury. Not to
he been
mention Mitch
told.
is
Yeah,
still out with his injury. So
yeah,
again, everybody says, "Oh, injuries this, injuries that," but they rear their head all the time.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. I agree.
that's not to make
So
an excuse for it. That's just to say, listen, this is what it is. Injuries is happening. The next man got to come up. It's as simple as that.
yep, yep. I've been pretty impressed with Sims too. These past games,
Definitely
a man. He's been a rebound machine, man, and he's
need to
he's
see
been a
more. I need to see him protecting the rim more, though.
yeah,
That's the thing. Like he does it to an extent, but I need to see him protecting the rim more. I know players
facts.
fear getting caught in the circle, but you can get a no call a lot of the times in the circle if you're just going for a shot block or you're going straight up. So it's not to say you can't. They're not gonna call anything on you all the time for being in the paint, especially if you're not initiating contact half the time.
Right. It's
So
fact.
it's weird with the calls that this year has just been weird with these calls. You know,
I mean, these refs, man.
yeah,
I think there should be a system put in place with these refs need to start being fined or suspended for these outrageous calls. But that's wishing on a sweet dream because I honestly don't think that's going to happen.
hmm
But it needs to happen because it's too much and it's messing up the game. It really is. It's killing the momentum. You know, almost like back to the Giants game. That bad call that we had, that super bad call that we had. I mean, that killed our vibe.
hmm
Our momentum was our morale was up. And that call just everything went left after that call. You
yeah,
know, so it's like it's just one of those things, man. These refs, man, they're just doing too much. They're doing too much, and it's unnecessary. With these bad calls is just it's not cool. It's not cool. So
agreed.
I hope something could be done with these referees because it's out of hand. It's been out of hand. That last season was terrible,
hmm
with these refs. Um, but yeah, I mean that's how I look at it. But yeah, the Knicks they need to come out strong tonight. Um, they need to. Um, this is a must-win game actually. After those two losses, man, is you know pick pick it up. You know, on to the So that's what it is. But on to the Nets. Yes, the Nets. Matter
Yeah,
of fact, let me see if I could invite Michael because I know Michael. I've been telling Michael, yo, I'm gonna have you on the show. You know,
see if we can
don't
get them up here.
we could get him up here real quick before.
While Marlon's doing that, as y'all know, the Nets did defeat the Memphis Grizzlies yesterday.
Yeah.
Even without Ja Moran and Desmond Bain, I mean, this was basically a give me game for the Nets. I'm not saying it to troll. I'm just saying this is really just the Nets had a good chance to win this game from the jump, so they did what they had to do. I heard there's a Ben Simmons sighting coming up. Huh? He had a little 22-point game. Yeah, he's had a couple of 20-point games. Am I hearing this correctly?
Yeah, that's actually correct. Well, the first game was actually 15 points, and then he scored 22 last night.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah, got your players going. You're getting something going. So hey, build on that. You know.
That's a fact. That is a true fact.
Wait, they have
Now,
a game tonight too, right? The Nets have a game tonight as
no,
well.
no, they don't. I think they play tomorrow.
Wait,
I will.
who they play yesterday? They put no. They got a game tonight against Philly, I believe, and then they play, Wednesday.
Let me check right now. I'm gonna check right now. Actually, yeah, the Philly game is tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Oh,
tomorrow.
oh, okay. I
Yeah,
thought it was tonight.
yeah. So yeah, let me just work on getting Mike up because I know he's been wanting to join us. Where's
Getting ball movement, good defense, especially in a good stretch of games, winnable games. It comes together.
yeah. So Mike, I just sent you the link on your Facebook Messenger. So if you see that, click it, and you should be able to join.
It'll give you instructions to copy the link. Then you're gonna open it in Google Chrome because I don't think it'll let you open it on.
Yeah, you have to open it in Google Chrome. You
Yeah,
cannot use the regular browser because it's not going to let you. Um, it's not going to let you. But yeah, the Nets they've won
winning
these
games.
two games, man. And
Yep.
the Blazers was a tough team. They had Dame and they had Simmons playing.
Yep.
I think what helped in yesterday's game was they had no They didn't have Bain and they didn't have John Morant.
hmm
I honestly think with Bane and John Morant, the Nets are not beating the Grizzlies.
Yeah, there's no scorer in to say, oh, well, we got to worry about him, or
Right.
it's like with neither one of them in. Yeah, I also seen Utah doing his thing.
Yeah.
Watanabe, he was doing his thing. He's been
Yeah, he
playing
was doing.
D, and
Yeah,
he's
he
been
caught fire.
he's been hitting some threes. He's been
Yeah.
hitting some threes. I've been watching.
Yep. He's above 50. Like I
Yeah,
think he's like 57% right now.
yeah. I think somebody posted that he had the best 3-point percentage in the league right now, something like that.
Yeah, he's been on fire. He's been essential.
Mike
You
said
know,
text it to him, Marlon.
text it to him.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't think I could. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to
Oh,
text
you
it
on
to
the
you.
phone?
So yeah, I'm on. Oh, let me see. Let me see if I can send it to myself and then send it to you through a text. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, should be able to do that. All right, Mike. Let me see. Should be able to get you, man. There you go. I texted you, Mike. You should see it. So just click on that link, and you'll be able to join us. I'll give you a minute. Give you a minute to join.
Yeah. While we waiting for Mike, I just want to shout everybody out who pulled up, who watched the
Word
live,
up.
who ends up watching this live. We
Word up.
much
Word up.
appreciate y'all for coming through and showing the support to the channel.
That's a fact. Oh, I did wanted to mention something because I know Breezy, big fan Breezy, aka Nick fan Breezy, he wanted here to read our recap on the Knicks. Well, there you have it. There you have it. We recap. We did a recap on your favorite team in the whole wide world. So here we go. Here we go. It's Michael. What's good, Michael?
Shout out
How
to
you
Michael
doing, bro?
Allen pulling up for the live.
One,
How are you,
one of
man?
the
I'm
one
good.
of the biggest Nets fans ever, Michael
AKA
Allen,
the Mike Report. We call him the Mike Report
aka.
here in these parts. So get used to seeing his face. He's one of the key faces for real Nets fans. I say real Nets fans because he's a real Nets fan. So
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, a lot of fans left their fan passes at the door when things were getting a little hairy, and he remains the same.
yeah.
You know, so
I have for 25 years. I have.
So look, go ahead because we've been wanting to pull you up on the live mic. So go ahead, give us your
yeah.
take on the next game. Go ahead.
How you enjoy how are you liking what you've seen from the Nets right now?
Well, the coaching change was the first thing, right?
Yeah,
That was the first item off the list. You see how they're playing with Jacques Vaughn. Jacques Vaughn's yelling out there. He's yelling, he's screaming, he's telling people to move the ball. He's telling players,
that's a
like,
fact.
also, there was a report yesterday saying that he used to work out with, as an assistant coach, he used to work with the players before the game.
Right,
As a coach, he's still doing that. Like, he was working out with Kessler Edwards. He was passing him the ball. He's been passing the players the ball, like during practices at the Barclays Center, like 60 minutes before game time, 70 minutes before game time.
mm,
Like, this is a guy that should have been the head coach when Kenny Atkinson got fired. I told Marlon
right,
this. I've been telling people that he should have been the head coach. He was the one that took us to a 73 record from the bubble. in 2020. There was no
Right.
reason why this man should not have been a head coach. None. You know, and he got stepped on by Sean Marks. He really got stepped on by his general manager, and the kicker was he was going to leave the Nets. He was going to leave the Nets not once but twice. Once Nash got the job, and back after the first season, after Nash coached, he was offered the Pelicans job.
Right.
Before they got Willie Green, and he decided not to take it. That's why he grew his beard the way he did. Because shaved it off. He was going to get the job with the Pelicans.
Yes.
Then he wasn't offered it. He went back to the Nets. So twice he could have left the Nets. And also, he was a former player with us, too. He was under it. After we lost Lucius Harris, we had Jacques Vaughn. He won an NBA championship under Greg Popovich. And then he went to the Nets. But this is a guy that knows basketball. Come on, 6 years as an assistant. You know, 3 under Kenny, almost 3 under Nash. Come on. I guarantee you any amount of money. Jacques Vaughn was coaching the team when Nash was the head coach in his first year. Because Nash knew what the hell he was doing. I guarantee you that Vaughn was giving him, you know, topics and props and things like that in and out of the game, in practices. But, you know, it's a difference. You know, it's a big difference. I tell you, we're on a roll. Tomorrow we got Philly. Then we got on a back-to-back. Then we got Indiana. Then we got a 7-game homestand that features Atlanta, the Celtics, Orlando, Washington, Portland. No, you got Toronto on that schedule too. And and also the last game is with the Hawks, but you also got Charlotte too.
Yeah.
So the only West team we got to worry about is
Portland.
Because after that, we go on the road for 4, and we're not back at home until we play the Golden State Warriors, which is December 21st, and Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Right before Christmas. But the Nets, like I said, we're in good shape. We're not bad. You know, we were 2-5 under Nash. We're 8-9. You know, this is the month, late November and early December, where the standings are going to start to shift.
Right.
Nets are going to start to move up. And, you know, I want to talk about the Knicks as well. You know, these are big games for you. Like I was telling Marlon earlier.
Yeah.
You got to play more. You see, we just came off the Western trip. The Knicks are going to have to go on the road, too, and play the Western teams, too.
We about to, at the end of our West trip right now, as a matter of fact. It's the last stop.
At home. You got to play the Western teams at home.
Yeah, that's like January, though, I believe. That's like January. That's usually around January for us when we have that.
I was telling Marlon earlier, it's not easy because you got on your home too. You know, the Bucks, you still got to play them. You know?
Yep.
It's not,
and the Bucks
an easy slow for them.
The Bucks are scary.
But like I said, like I told all of y'all, January 28th, when we face the Knicks, we'll see what record you are and what record we are. That's it.
Yep.
So it's an important month. December is, as well as January. February, not too much. Not too much because of the All-Star break. And then March is the stretch run, and April's the end of the season. That's it. It goes like clockwork. But the Knicks are in good shape. The only thing they have to worry about is Kyrie staying out of trouble, us getting TJ Warren back, and us getting a big. That's it. We need a legitimate big. That's what we have to worry about.
But I'm thinking Kyrie's gonna stay out of trouble. I'm thinking this was like one of the big straws right here because
Well, it's like I told you in the summer. I have nothing against the man. He's got a good talent. It's just his antics. You know, it
yeah,
seems to me in the past 4 seasons that he's been with the Nets, he can't stay out of trouble.
yeah.
You miss
His
games,
mouth and his
you
fingers
stay out of trouble.
get himself into so much trouble, man. It's just
Stay out of
here we
trouble.
go.
That's it. You know you're not a regular person just like me or you. You're a celebrity. You're a basketball celebrity. It's a different title.
Yeah.
People are gonna be watching you, And as
Yeah.
far as the Jet game, I'm happy. I'm glad that happened to them. It teaches to come to Massachusetts and think they're gonna come and beat us. No, no, no. You're not gonna come to that place. I've been there, so I know that place. It's built around us. At least we have a stadium that's us. It's our stadium. We don't share it with the Giants. That's our building. So good for them.
Yeah,
15 straight years.
yeah.
Man. No
Jet,
sweat off.
jet,
Like, oh, I was happy yesterday. When I saw that punt return, I kept rewinding it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Like
I
he
I
just
just
had the
I just
lane.
saw it one. I just saw it one time, and I was like, "Oh, this is just embarrassing."
I
I was
watched it live.
look, if I was because normally if I didn't have to work, I'd be there. I'd be jumping up for joy.
I, I
No Jeff,
watched it live. It was beautiful. Like it was just like, yo, is he really about to bring this back? And like he had the blocks, he passed the first wave of people, and you're like, up, he's about to be gone.
look, let me tell you something. If I was there in New England, how cold it was, I would have told those Jet fans, now you can go and get on the bus and go back to New York because you're not welcome here in Massachusetts. Because I had a coworker of mine, a supervisor of mine. He was like, Michael, I'm going to be thinking of you when we beat you in Massachusetts. I haven't seen him yet. Wait until Saturday. I'm going to say, how was that bus ride up to Massachusetts? No, and as far as the Giants is concerned, that anybody could beat you on any given day, even the Lions. You don't mess with anybody.
yeah,
But
yeah.
the tough game is the wasteful. What is it? Blue and white jackass Cowboys.
Yeah, Michael doesn't like the Cowboys either,
I don't like
man.
them because they had the nerve to say that they were America's team.
They're not America's team, and they always say they. I'm in Texas, so I hear it all the time. So
Mhm.
it's like
Because
we're America's
saw.
team. We're America's team. No, you're not.
You're not
No, you're
America's
not.
team. You
No,
know
you're
who
not.
should be America's team, but I'm not going to say it because it should be the Patriots is America, but I'm not going to
Yeah,
say it. I'm not going to throw it up. I feel that everybody that's in the league should be America because we represent the United States. The
yeah.
NFL is America. That's it. The
You're right.
NFL is America. You look at the
Giants got red, white, and blue.
But you look at the NFL logo. You see the stars on it. It's red, white, and blue. But they
That's
had
right.
the nerve to tell my dad's team in 1981. They started this America's team in 1981. They had the nerve to tell the San Francisco 49ers, you're not beating us because we're America's team. So Don Montana told Dallas, we're going to kick your ass. And if you ever see highlights of the catch, you'll see what I'm talking about. Montana, Montana threw that to Dwight Clark in the corner. And that
Yeah,
finished the Cowboys. They were never good after that. They didn't get to the Super Bowl until 1990, until Aikman. They were horrible.
yeah.
3-15 seasons, 0-16 seasons. They were horrible. After that catch, they didn't make it for another 16 years. That's how bad they were. But his revenge because what happened in 71?
Right.
In 71, the Niners were winning big, and Dallas came back with Starbuck, and they won. So my dad was upset. So what my dad says, we'll get you, because my dad. My uncle's a Cowboy fan. 10 years later, they got beat.
Yeah.
You know, but I hate Dallas. I'm glad Terrell Owens put the ball on the star.
I can't stand Dallas.
You know,
I
teach them
can't.
lesson. I know how you feel, Marlon. You live in Texas, so
I know. I
Cowboys
see. I see it. But I'm blue and white all day, every day. So they see me. They see me out here.
Cowboys too. I know she does. It's gonna be some Thanksgiving day game in your house.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know
I just hope we.
she's gonna give you hell. I know.
Yeah, it's gonna be hell, bro. It's
But
gonna
if you
be.
beat them, then I'll be happy. I'll be like,
No, I'm definitely gonna be happy.
you know, the only thing
I might be in the doghouse for them just winning, but
Just about
I'm
to
good.
say, Marlon might
I'm
be in the
good.
doghouse.
I've been in the doghouse before.
look,
Mhm.
take
I'm good.
Dak Prescott. Prescott's no gem. We've beaten them before.
Prescott, he's a folder upper. That's what Prescott is. He's a folder upper.
They said
He'll
that they
fold.
were America's team. They said that they had the best cheerleaders in football. It's like everything with them is the best, the best, the best, the best.
Yeah,
Dallas.
Yeah,
yeah,
I actually seen their cheerleaders. They're not all that. Come on, no.
The only thing I could say about their cheerleaders, they get paid. You know, they get medical coverage, they get life insurance. You know, Jerry Jones
Mm,
takes care of them. You know,
yeah,
that I admit it, they at least they take care of their players.
right.
But other than that, I don't like Dallas. I don't. My uncle likes them. You think how bad it was for me to buy him a Dallas Cowboy jacket? I was upset.
Hey, listen.
What am I gonna say?
Now, one of my dollars went to a cowboy item ever.
I never wore one. I bought it for him. I won't.
I know, but I'm just saying for someone else. I'm like, no. I let it know from the gate, like, no, you're not getting my dollars. Is not going to a cowboy item.
But I got it for him because look, he's been with look. He likes he's been a Cowboy fan since '67, and there's a lot of New Yorkers, including him, right? In the
Mm-hmm.
'60s when they had AFL and they had NFL, a lot of the New Yorkers are Cowboy fans, which is something.
Yeah,
You expect
it's
to be Giant fans, but in the '60s, they televised Dallas Cowboys on and the Giants.
Mhm.
They didn't
that's
televise the Jet game. But you see, that's why they purposely put Dallas in the Eastern Division, and they're not East. They're supposed to be West. Dallas is not an East team,
Mhm.
but they
nope.
purposely did that for the rivalry. The NFL purposely put Dallas in your division. They shouldn't be there. They
Yeah, I
should.
agree with that.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine because we're the better team.
Them in that stupid stadium that they
We're
got.
the we're a better team and we're the better organization.
Well, you see, you got to deal with injuries. So you know what? Next
Yeah.
man up, like like Fred
Yeah.
said, next man up. That's it. What are you
Simple
gonna
as that, man.
That's how it gotta be.
do? You know, I saw some of the Giant game. I know Saquon Barkley was not happy. He was pissed. He was sitting down looking up at the sky. But I heard OBJ is supposed to be meeting with the Giants on Thursday. He's supposed to meet with the general manager and the owner. So
that's the rumors that we're getting. So
well,
we're gonna have to see what happens.
it's here. Look, they said that they can't sign him to a big deal because you got Daniel Jones contract up, you got Saquon Barkley's contract up, so you could probably offer him the minimum because remember he's coming off an ACL too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's Saquon's buddy. If you sign him, you're doing it for Saquon Barkley. That's his best friend.
I mean,
Saquon Barkley put out a blast. He says, "Look, I don't need to call OBJ. He's got my number."
Mhm.
right.
Dallas has to, go through agents and all that other stuff. No, he don't have to.
Yeah,
He's got his number on speed dial.
Yeah.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
But the Knicks, they'll be in good shape. It's just you gotta just win these games. And Tibbs,
Yep.
he's on the hot seat. It's hotter than fire.
Yeah.
But like I told BJ earlier, and I told Marlon this. If Tibbs don't work out, try and see if you can get Quinn Snyder. The man
I remember we had a discussion about that before. I remember that.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
man took a year off. He's available. Go get him. I would.
I tried. I would love for them to try to go get Kenny Atkinson too.
But
I would
Kenny
love-
will coach again. You see, he won't.
Mm.
He almost got the Charlotte job and he declined. He stayed with the Warriors.
Mm.
Kenny would be good for you.
Definitely.
He would.
Definitely.
Because he was under who was he under? He was under Jeff Van Gundy. Like he was an assistant for the Knicks for a long time. He'd been under Pat Riley too.
Yeah.
You know, Kenny knows New York very well. But you see, he's got a ring up with the Warriors.
Hey, yeah.
But Quinn Snyder would be good because 8 years under Utah.
Mm.
8 years under Utah. Come on. You know, he took them to the playoffs and he likes to play big. He doesn't like to play small and all this stuff. And he knows when to call a timeout. And I think that's Tibbs' biggest mistake. And it goes back to the Knicks game. You had Randall sit out almost damn near the whole third quarter.
I called it again. The 6-minute mark, he put him in. And I was like, look, watch. He's going to put him in at the 6-minute mark. 6:16 on the clock. Randall checking in the game in the third quarter.
No, he's got to understand if KD comes in, you bring Randall in. He didn't do that. He let KD light it up.
Mm-hmm.
He let my man Curry light it up.
Definitely.
You know?
Yeah, that was. I honestly thought the game was going to be a lot more closer, man. I didn't think it was just going to be a straight blowout.
There at a halftime, and it was 69-44. I was looking at it, and I'm like, it's 25. Wow. Wow. They started leaving at the end of the third quarter. I told you the buddy that was sitting next to me was a Knicks fan, and he was like, good luck. I'll see you in the next game. I said, have a good night. That's it.
Well, we're going to have to wrap this up because the Knicks game is about to start.
Yeah, right now.
So
enjoy yourself.
We appreciate everyone who pulled up.
Good luck tonight.
To watch us.
Yep. Appreciate it, man.
So I like to give a special shout out to my man Michael Allen Skeen once again.
Please clap it up for the man. Clap it up for the man.
We're gonna clap it up. We're gonna clap it up for him, man. We're gonna clap it up because he deserves every bit of clap.
Definitely.
And of course.
Thank you for showing up, Mike. As always,
Raz,
you know you're more than welcome to show up again on another live. You know we ain't partial over here.
Yep.
Whenever you feel like jumping on, you know how to reach out. Much appreciate your insight, my guy.
Appreciate it. And Fraz, my man Fraz.
As always, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all far too kind. Thank everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody for your comments, pulling up. Whoever watches this in the future, we thank you in advance. Okay. And of course, you got to pick up Marlon Mayhem one time before we leave out. Please have it up for Marlon Mayhem.
Appreciate you.
No?
Yeah. And
another highlight of the platform.
We got to give it up for our brothers, Kev and BJ, man.
Yes, sir. Always shout out to Kevin BJ.
Always.
And the rest of the family. Shout out to Nick's family.
All right. And we out of here.
Yeah.
Everyone have a wonderful night.
You too.
Good night.
I stay with that big Glock, I put him in Ziploc. He put him on TikTok, what happened to hip-hop? The dope-ass MC, the DJ Big Crates. I first heard Double Dutch bust on them little eights. Mr. Magic playing, turn it down, it's too late. Chuck D and Cool J, the era was so great. With enough flashback of this dope-ass rap. Right now, my foot is on these little niggas' back. I click-clack the iron. Whoever out there dying, spin back, shoot whoever out there crying. Forgive me, Lord, the drug dealers ain't teach me nothing. I had to learn, I seen niggas get killed for frontin'. Now I'm outside your Airbnb. From the era when they was scared to rhyme at D&D. Y'all niggas better stop. Y'all know about D-Block. Funny ass dances, nigga, all we had was the wop. Maybe Running Man, but I was tired for that. Crack rocks, nigga, black tops and ratchet. Oh, that's my little homie sister, she can catch it. Head crack, what's in your bank, I'ma match it. Yeah. Don't let these niggas throw you off like you supposed to die for them or go up north.
Never.
When a nigga that you following is extra soft, take his gun and smack him if he fucking
I
cold.
stay with the F in, I teach you a lesson. It's not my fault, I'm greater than you, less than. Too much hate is why you missing your blessings. Like my chances with any contestants. Lower your tone now, cause we all grown now. That bid you did don't mean nothing, you home now. That just mean you could catch two in your dome now.
Bang!